come down for our 9th anniversary, get a little classic, a little sweet, and a little heat.
Number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9.
Welcome to the Confluence Beer Garden.
Yeah, that's what it is.
All right, welcome to the Confluence Beer Garden for another Friday release and a very special weekend coming up. It's our 9th anniversary, so we have 3 barrel-aged beers and also an Imperial Hazy IPA.
We sure
so
do.
Check out that video. But yeah, what an awesome 9 years. It's been just quite the ride. It's been, you know, our tagline is where good things come together. So there have been so many good things that have come together over the years, and good people that have found us to work with us. And the team is amazing. Our patrons are awesome. We appreciate everything. I don't take it for granted. I rarely step back and think about our success, but we've had plenty, and I think that it's everything I ever dreamed it would be and more. So
I hope that we make good beer, and it turns out we do, and people love good beer, right?
That's right.
Yeah, it's just awesome. It's living the dream.
That's the #1 goal.
Yeah.
Make good beer.
Yeah. Yeah,
So.
and I think we've got 3 very good beers here for you guys to try. In addition to the 9th, like you said, check out the video for the 9th anniversary Hazy IPA, big, loud beer. And then we've got 3 other pretty big beers, each special in their own way. I think when talking to the team, I was like, we've got a classic, we've got a sweet, we got some heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, so
So-
the classic is just straight up bourbon barrel aged Ferryman's Fuel, or Ferryman's.
Yeah,
not
everyone
Ferryman's Fuel.
does that.
That was our first iteration. The fuel is the coffee. So
Yeah.
this is just straight up Ferryman's, aged for about 12 months, right?
Yep. Yeah, adjuncted stouts are obviously all the rage, and they can be very delicious, and we clearly do some. We'll talk about the mole here in a minute. But I don't know, I like when a lot of us first got into craft beer, right? Like bourbon barrel aged stout was a really big deal, and there's something just beautiful about just the stout and the barrel coming together. We did this last year, did it again this year. I kind of think you'll regularly see some unadjuncted bourbon barrel aged Ferrymans, because it's just a treat. It's a lovely, lovely beer.
You hate to talk about the simplicity of a 12% bourbon barrel aged beer, but it is nice to just taste the beer and the barrel, the bourbon coming through.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoy it as much as we do. Our sweet option here is a double barrel aged monster. It's older Dirtier Kent. So you guys might remember that as a release from last December. But we, at the time, picked our 2 favorite barrels again, and we decided to do something a little extra special with those. So they went into cognac barrels on top of a big mound of figs. So the beer had already spent 12 months in bourbon, Buffalo Trace bourbon, and then into French cognac for another 8 months or so. So it's about a 20-month barrel-aged beer, barrel-aged English-style barley wine, re-fermented and rested on figs. It's got all the barley wine characteristics, the caramel, the toffee, the tannic oak character, the bourbon heat, but it's also got a little nice vinous touch from the cognac, and then just like quite a bit of juicy sweetness from those figs. A lot of macerated fruit quality, fig and raisin, to go along with those flavors. It's a special beer. It turned out really, really well.
It did. You know, it's definitely dessert beer.
Yeah.
It's something that you just keep going sip after sip and enjoying all the different layers and complexity.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then our last option, the heat, has not very much heat, if I'm being honest, but it's Ferryman's Mole. So mole, for those of you that don't know, is like basically the national dish of Mexico, but there's an absurd number of moles, and I'm by no means an expert on mole, but so I have never made a mole before. Actually, none of our brew team has ever made a mole before, but a few of us have eaten them. It's delicious. Love Mexican food. It inspires several of the beers that we do. We added almonds. There are nuts in this beer, just in case you have a nut allergy. It's not an overwhelming flavor, it's just to add to the complexity. But if you do have a severe allergy, avoid this one. And then cacao to kind of sweeten alongside the heat. And I think it turned out really nice. When you pour this, when I smell it, it reminds me of the smell of a mole poblano sauce. The flavor is Ferryman's bourbon through, but with that nice like tingle and pepper flavor across the palate. Enough chocolate, like you can get, if you like look for it, you can get the nuttiness of the almonds, but they all just kind of merge together to create a sort of complex wave across your palate that is really beautiful.
Yeah. Nice job.
So,
if you didn't know, Josh is like the culinary guy here. So I love food, I like to cook, but Josh knows so much more and brings a lot to the team. So we appreciate that, and I mean it's a great team because there are a lot of ideas and things that come out of it. But I feel like you lead that team very well, and
well, thank you.
It goes a long way toward making these beers.
Thanks. Yeah. These all turned out great. I really hope you guys come down and try them. I hope you come celebrate with us. We wouldn't have been around 9 years without you. We appreciate you a bunch. And, you know, we made this one maybe a little bit for us, but the rest of them are definitely for you. So come down, drink them, tell us what you think. Let us know what your favorite beers are. I always like hearing from you guys. I like hearing what you hope will come back, what you miss, what we did right, what we did wrong, whether you'd like more heat, whether you'd like less peppers. I love hearing that stuff. So please come down and celebrate with us.
Other ideas as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Inspire us.
Number
So,
9.
thank you so much.
9.
Cheers to 9 years.
9.